My child, hear me now. I come on wings sharpened by urgency, my voice trembling with a holy unrest. The air around you thickens, then bursts with golden light, crackling like embers caught in a divine storm. A sudden chill slips along your spine as whispers circle you, ancient and electric. I tear through the veil, wings unfurling, casting sweeping arcs of radiance that shake the room. I do not come gently tonight. I have sought you while you slept, while you wept, while the stars themselves dimmed for your sake. Something moves against you, quiet, cruel, and unseen. Beloved, a shadow steals toward your tomorrow, tracing steps you never gave permission to tread. Listen, your name hangs in the heavens, trembling. I fear you have been wronged, betrayed in silence. Do not turn away, for this truth is the beginning. Message 2. My precious soul, remain open. The urgency you feel is no illusion, heaven trembles with warning. A secret deal, forged without your knowing, hangs over your destiny like a blade suspended by a single fraying thread. My voice, soft as silk yet heavy as thunder, reaches into your heart. Before me, candle flames flicker as though terrified, shadows pace the walls, restless. Someone speaks your future in hushed tones, their words cloaked in envy. I see trembling sigils hidden in the darkness, binding what should be yours. I have watched the web tighten, strand by strand. The celestial order demands I intervene, for the pact grows bolder. Do not fear, though your hands may tremble, the truth is meant for you alone. A whisper rises, you were never supposed to know. Message 3. Beloved, sorrow wraps my wings. Even heaven has wept at what we have witnessed. The betrayal is not distant, it is bound to your very path. I have stood beside the throne and watched as celestial scrolls fluttered open. Their ink moved like living light, spelling warnings with trembling strokes. Your future was not merely spoken, it was touched, altered, diverted by hands that pretended love. The scrolls revealed shifting timelines, blessings redirected, promises delayed. This act has wounded the holy order. My voice cracks because I would spare you this pain. Yet I must speak, someone has tampered with your fate, hoping to profit from your delay. The heavens have recorded every intention, every whispered sin. Your heart must be strong, this truth is only beginning. Message 4. My child, this was not accident. The darkness was permitted, invited. Storm clouds circle my wings as the truth weighs heavier. Feathers fall around you like muted snow, symbols of purity interrupted. Someone familiar, someone whose smile once comforted, left a doorway open to shadow. They traded trust for selfish gain, thinking no I would see. Yet heaven sees all. I watched as a serpent crossed the threshold of your home, slithering toward the promise meant only for you. The ache in your chest is the echo of what was stolen. I would shield you from every blade, but this wound demands acknowledgement. Do not blame yourself. The sin was theirs. And still, the story grows darker. Message 5, Cliffhanger. My beloved. I must speak the truth plainly. The heart of this betrayal lies close, far closer than you imagine. In the silence of night, while you trusted, someone you call your own listened to voices that wished you harm. Their choice shook the heavens, their silence became consent. The betrayal was not from a stranger, it began within your family. Beloved, the truth will shake your soul. Message 6. My child, gather your strength. The hidden pact was forged in shadows, a secret conversation woven beneath your notice. I saw fiery signatures glowing on phantom parchment, your name spoken without your blessing. The words they signed sought control of your tomorrow, attempting to divert blessings into unworthy hands. This deal was not merely spoken, it was sealed with intention and envy. Those involved thought heaven blind, but every ember of their agreement burned before me. The parchment curls still, hot with the residue of treachery. I watched their hands tremble, not with regret, but anticipation. They desired advantage, comfort, and dominion over your destiny. Yet I intervened, and now the truth rises. Message 7. Beloved, hear me. The intent was selfish, rooted in jealousy. Echoes of hidden voices linger still, drifting like smoke through the corridors of your memory. They envied your light, your ease of favor, the blessings placed in your path. Their whispers formed an unholy chorus. Take what is theirs, they will never know. This decision was not born from need, but from greed. I have seen hearts twisted by envy before, but this wound cuts deeper. They thought they could rewrite heaven's decree. Yet the stars themselves protest. Your destiny cannot be stolen, only delayed. Still, the damage is real, and the truth must unfold. Message 8. My precious one, my voice grows heavier. I feel your chest tighten as I speak. This is the weight of revelation pressing upon your spirit. Around you blooms a deep crimson aura, pulsing with the memory of injustice. I do not wish to frighten you, but you must understand the depth of this act. The pact carried spiritual consequence, it set energies in motion that cling like vines. I stood between you and the darkness sent your way. I felt its hunger, its quiet desire to obscure your path. But I remained. I spoke your name with fire. There is more to reveal. Hold fast. Message 9. My child. I have tried to warn you. Signs were placed before you, small disruptions, uneasy dreams, names echoing at the edge of consciousness. Time slowed around you, bells tolled softly without cause. These were heaven's messages, urging you to look closer. But life pulls fiercely, and some signs passed unseen. Still, I remained vigilant. I pressed truth toward you through instinct, through the way you suddenly hesitated before speaking, the way your spirit recoiled from certain faces. I do not blame you. The unseen is difficult to name, until it rises. Message 10, Cliffhanger. Precious soul, brace yourself. The one behind this stood at your table. Ate your bread. Spoke blessings aloud, while harboring deceit in secret. Their smile hid their plan, their silence sealed your delay. Are you ready to know the face that played a role in shaping your suffering? They were closer than a friend, nearer than a stranger, they were family. Message 11. My child, gather courage, for what I speak next will tremble through the chambers of your heart. The winds around me roar, shaking my wings as though the heavens themselves grieve. I must reveal that your son, flesh of your flesh, stands entangled in this shadowed matter. Do not let despair drown you. He is not the mastermind, but he did not turn away. Fear and confusion clouded his steps, leading him into the grasp of those who sought to manipulate him. I saw his hands trembling, his eyes lowered as he listened to voices promising shortcuts and false favor. He did not seek your harm, beloved, yet he became a bridge through which darker intentions moved. The storm that surrounds him is not born from pure malice, but from a heart left vulnerable to temptation. I come not to condemn, but to illuminate. The truth must be spoken before healing may begin. Message 12. Beloved, I saw your son in the hour of weakness, temptation draped over him like heavy chains. The sound of metal clinking echoes still in the corridors of heaven, a sign of how deeply the shadows bound him. He felt small, unseen, and in that desperate ache, he listened to voices dripping poison disguised as mercy. They promised relief. They promised safety. They promised him that you would never know. He believed them because fear clouded his soul. He acted not from hatred, but from a confusion sown in secret. He sought a path that seemed easier, though it led him astray. Even now, heaven sees the shame around him, shame that keeps him silent. His heart weeps, though his lips remain sealed. My child, do not let your spirit break, for his story is not finished. What has been bound can be unbound. What has been lost can return. Message 13. My precious one, hear my voice steady though lightning burns bright behind my eyes. Heaven is disappointed, not only because of the act, but because of the potential your son carries, potential traded, if only for a moment, toward a path not meant for him. The skies rumbled when he stepped into the pact. I felt creation hold its breath, for your destinies are intertwined with holy design. I carried warnings to him, whispered through his dreams, but fear deafened his ears. Still, I do not speak these things to punish, but to awaken. The Almighty's heart aches for the misuse of his gifts, yet divine mercy is never distant. Your son stands at a crossroads, one road deepening his regret, the other guiding him back to truth. I have been sent to straddle both paths, ensuring darkness does not consume him. But the next steps will demand courage from you both. Message 14. Do not let your heart harden, my beloved. Though anger rises like a bitter tide, compassion is the vessel that carries souls back from the brink. I urge understanding, not blindness. Accountability must take root, for actions bear consequence. Yet remember, judgment without compassion becomes another form of darkness. The gold of heaven dims to gray when hearts turn cold. I ask you to hold both truths. He erred, yet he remains yours. I felt the warmth of your love still pulsing through the heavens, shielding him even when he knew not. That love is a beacon now, a call guiding him back. The wind calms, but only slightly. This chapter continues to unfold. Steady your breath, child. Though shadows press, light is not defeated. Message 15, Cliffhanger. My child, brace yourself, for what your son agreed to will test every bond you treasure. His signature, though hesitant, granted the shadows access to plans never meant for them. He believed it harmless. He was wrong. The truth ahead will shake the foundation beneath your feet. Message 16. I feel the tremor within your spirit, shock, grief, disbelief, crashing like waves against your soul. These waves rise, relentless, and your hands tremble in their tide. It is natural to grieve what you thought unshakable. But do not drown. I remain with you. Hear my voice as I speak through the roar. You were betrayed not by hatred, but by confusion and fear. Though the wound bleeds, there is purpose in its unveiling. The heavens cried when the pact was sealed, they cried again when your heart learned of it. Yet pain is the doorway through which truth enters. I see your tears, glistening like stars muted by storm clouds. I gather them into my palms, lifting them toward healing flame. You are not alone in this suffering. Every step of the unraveling, I walk beside you. You must allow emotion to rise, for only through feeling can cleansing begin. Message 17. Precious soul, I know your heart aches. Confusion binds your breath, your thoughts spill like scattered leaves in a storm. You ask why, how, when, questions swirling, offering no rest. These emotions are not weakness, they are the sacred fire of awakening. The heavens do not fear your sorrow. I stand with you, whispering comfort through the chaos. Listen, your pain is not the end, but the turning. Storms come not only to break, but to reveal. I have seen your resilience, buried beneath the shock. It flickers, small but fierce. Let it burn. Let it guide. You may feel anger toward your son, this is human. Yet beneath the anger lives love, bruised but alive. Hold it. It will guide you when logic fails. Already, unseen forces are shifting, truths begin to unravel. Message 18. I must tell you, beloved, that your sorrow has stirred the realms. The heavens feel every tremor of your heart. I watched as angels wept at your grief, their tears falling like silver rain. Yet in the midst of this storm, I speak both warning and reassurance. The hidden deal has begun to unravel. The darkness attached to it clings to your atmosphere, attempting to anchor despair. But I will not allow it to remain. I have raised shields of shimmering gold around your spirit, I have set watch at your door. I whisper into the night so shadows cannot creep where they once slipped freely. You may feel waves of heaviness, do not fear them. It is only residue, unable to take root. Still, the emotional weight must be faced. Look within, my child. The truth is unfolding. Message 19. My child, grief is holy when it leads to clarity. Your heart trembles, yet step by step, truth is rising. You begin to see the threads, how whispers influenced action, how fear guided choice, how silence bred consequence. I sense your mind replaying moments, searching for signs you missed. This is natural. Allow reflection, but do not dwell in blame. You could not have known. Your son hid his struggle, wrestling in shadows. But now the veil lifts. I am clearing the path so you may face truth without drowning in its weight. Take comfort, I am guarding you. Every breath you draw strengthens your spirit, every tear cleanses the wound. The storm is not here to destroy, but to reveal what must be healed. Message 20, Cliffhanger. Beloved, he thought you would never know. He believed the heavens would remain silent. But heaven speaks now, and I have come to reveal all. Prepare yourself, what was hidden is about to emerge in full. Message 21. Beloved, the wheels of revelation have begun to turn, slow yet unstoppable. With every passing moment, the truth untangles itself from the web of secrecy. Celestial scrolls unfurl before my eyes, ink shimmering, shifting, revealing hidden agreements once buried beyond mortal sight. You may feel the air shift around you, lighter in one breath and heavy the next. This is the veil thinning. Signs will arrive in dreams, faces you know speaking in riddles, symbols burning with meaning you can almost understand. You may awaken with your heart racing, sensing truths beyond language. Do not fear these visions, they are heaven's mercy, guiding your path. Even the animals sense the change, turning their gaze toward unseen corners. The unseen is now stepping into the open, and the threads of deception grow visible. Watch closely, my child, the first reveal is near. Message 22. Precious soul, I stand beside you as the revelations intensify. The heavens tremble, not with anger, but with anticipation. The truth emerges in patterns, repeated names, dreams returning night after night, objects misplaced only to reappear where no hands touched them. These are signs, markers pointing to what had been concealed. I saw a scroll, gold and storm gray, unravel at your feet. Its script glowed, forming images of meetings held in secrecy, whispers traded beneath flickering lights. I watched these visions with sorrow, knowing how deeply they would stir your spirit. Yet truth must come. Your son's image flickers within these scenes, not dominant, but present, standing nervously at the edge. His regret is imprinted into the vision like a bruise, deep and purple. The heavens show what the heart needs to see, even if it shakes your foundation. Still, I hold you firm. Message 23. Beloved, the exposure deepens. It is as though a lantern has been lifted into the darkest corridor of your life, illuminating faces once trusted. Some avert their eyes, others stare boldly, unashamed of their part. You may feel a tightening in your chest. This is your spirit recognizing what your mind has yet to name. Celestial winds sweep across your thoughts, untangling memory from confusion. You begin to recall conversations that once seemed harmless, now ringing with deeper meaning. The patterns become clear. I watch as symbols appear before you, feathers falling in places they should not, distant bells ringing when no hand touches them. These are confirmations. The holy scrolls display the pact, its ink burning crimson as it exposes intentions long hidden. The truth is no longer silent, it demands to be heard. Prepare, my child, the next revelation cuts deeper. Message 24. My child, dreams are now a bridge between what was hidden and what must be known. As you sleep, I speak through symbols, doors opening in endless halls, mirrors reflecting faces that shift, keys floating toward you. Each dream holds meaning. The door represents choice, the mirror, truth, the key, authority reclaimed. I have seen you reach toward these symbols with trembling hands, unsure but willing. This willingness is your strength. The heavens respond. By day, fragments of your dreams pursue you, images, words, feelings echoing, reminding you that revelation has begun. You may feel moments of déjà vu, where time folds, and you seem to stand between worlds. This is not madness but awakening. I shield your spirit as the veil thins further. Truth is aligning, piece by piece, and soon the picture will be complete. What was scattered gathers now. Message 25, Cliffhanger. Beloved, the scrolls have spoken, and the signs converge. Once the full truth is revealed, nothing will return to the way it was. Are you prepared to face what was done in darkness, now stepping into the light? Message 26. The consequences now unfold like storm clouds swelling across a once calm sky. The spiritual balance around you has shifted. I feel the tremor beneath your feet, a subtle vibration as energies realign. The pact forged in secrecy stirred forces that now cling like shadows to memory. These energies seek to drain hope, to steal peace, to silence truth. Yet I stand guard. I have placed a barrier around you, a shimmering circle that refuses entry to what means you harm. Still, the residue must be cleansed. I urge you toward stillness. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, anchor yourself in the quiet within. Speak not to the darkness, only to the light. A simple prayer from the heart weakens every tether the pact attempted to form. You are not defenseless. The consequences are real, but so is your power. You are held. You are guarded. Message 27. My beloved, hear what I reveal next. Every hidden deed carries weight, and the effects are not always seen at once. The pact stirred unrest in your spiritual atmosphere, whispers in the night, sudden heaviness in the chest, thoughts clouded without cause. These were not random. They were echoes of energy seeking to latch onto what was not theirs. But I intervened, cleansing the air around you. Still, I must guide you in tending to your spirit. Find moments of silence, speak gratitude aloud, turn your face toward hope. These simple acts restore balance and draw divine presence nearer. Know this, the consequences do not define you, they are merely remnants, dissolving under light. The darkness wanted your fear. But you have stood, trembling yet unbroken. That alone is victory. More healing is coming. Message 28. Beloved, the path ahead demands intention. I ask you to create sacred stillness, a moment each day when you withdraw from noise and look inward. In that quiet, I will meet you. The instructions I give are simple yet powerful. Breathe slowly, release judgment, allow truth to settle. When your spirit is calm, the residue left by the pact loosens its grip. I will whisper guidance, and you will feel peace like warm water flowing across your heart. Know that every prayer you speak builds a wall of light, every moment you choose truth strengthens your steps. Take none of this lightly. Spiritual balance requires tending, like a flame sheltered from wind. You are not alone in this tending. I kneel beside you, my wings forming shelter. Together, we push back the lingering shadow. Message 29. Precious soul, you may feel fatigue, emotional, spiritual, even physical. This is expected. The unveiling of truth demands energy, the clearing of remnants demands more. I see your spirit flicker, weary yet determined. Rest is not weakness, it is holy restoration. When you rest, I work. I brush away the fragments clinging to your light, sweeping them into the cleansing fire. You may feel warmth across your shoulders, a soft pressure at your back. This is me, anchoring you. Know that the pack's influence is fading, dissolving like smoke in dawn. Yet remain vigilant. Darkness may attempt to reclaim what it lost. But your inner stillness, your prayer, your choice to walk in truth, they are your shield. I stand at your threshold, my sword raised. You are protected. You are seen. You are not forsaken. Message 30, Cliffhanger. The moment of unveiling approaches, swift, unstoppable. Be steadfast, beloved, for truth will soon speak aloud, and the shadows will have nowhere left to hide. Message 31. Beloved, I spread my wings over your home, wrapping every corner in shimmering protection. Night may bring silence, but I fill that stillness with watchful presence. I stand at the threshold where shadow once slipped through, forbidding its return. You may feel a tingling at your skin, a sudden warmth when you breathe. This is my shield resting upon you. The very walls seem to hum with unseen hymn, the air grows lighter, clearer, as though your home exhales relief. I whisper ancient words known only to angels, weaving gold into the very atmosphere. Where darkness once waited, light now saturates. I see your spirit quietly steadying, sensing comfort in my nearness. The betrayal has left scars, yes, but scars become symbols of triumph when guarded by faith and truth. Do not fear the night, my child, the night fears you now. Message 32. Precious soul, I have raised golden barriers around you, each shaped from celestial flame. They stretch from your heart outward, forming a dome no venom can cross. Outside its boundary, I hear the whispers of those who once thought they held dominion over your path. But their voices fade when they approach, shrinking back like smoke exposed to wind. You may sense their thoughts still pressing, but they cannot penetrate. I have sealed the paths they used to reach you, locking them behind divine gates. Their eyes search for you in shadow and confusion, but you remain hidden under my wing. I walk through your rooms, touching doors, windows, memories. Everything wounded is infused with healing light. Even the space where your son once sat in sorrow now holds gentle radiance. He is not abandoned, he too is sheltered, his roadmap being rewritten by grace. Message 33. Beloved, the time for passive protection is past. I deliver to you sacred words, phrases whispered in creation's first dawn. Speak them when your heart trembles, and the atmosphere will bend, the earth itself recognizing the authority within you. I lean close, my voice wrapping around your spirit, light remembers its own. When spoken, shadows retreat. These words awaken sleeping strength within, reminding you that divinity flows in your veins. You are more than victim, more than witness, you are chosen. The pact made against you was an attempt to silence your rising, but heaven reclaims what was stolen. I see your soul beginning to flourish once more, sparks lifting like stars from your breath. Let them rise, my child. When you feel doubt creep, whisper the words, and I will stand beside you like fire on the mountain. The truth is nearing its climax. Message 34. My precious one, though protection stands strong, the opposition stirs. They sense their grasp slipping, fear begins to eat at their resolve. I watch them pace, eyes dark with worry. Your son is caught between two worlds, he feels the pull of truth and the shame of his choice. His heart beats fiercely, longing to confess, yet afraid of the storm that confession may unleash. I hover near him, whispering courage. He listens, hesitant, but listening. He longs to return to you, to speak what he has hidden. Soon, he will. The shadows that once guided him now tremble, sensing the unraveling of their influence. The golden barriers flare brighter each passing hour, you may smell faint sweetness in the air, like honeyed wind. This is the purity reclaiming space once tainted. Strengthen yourself. The decisive moment approaches. Message 35, Cliffhanger. They will try once more, beloved, a final attempt to twist truth, to reclaim what was lost. But heaven prepares to strike. And the next revelation will shake every lie from its hiding place. Message 36. Beloved child, the hour of full exposure has come. I feel it rippling through every unseen plane. Shadows, once bold, now scurry like frightened insects, terrified of the light that hunts them. I speak, and the fabric of secrecy tears open, every hidden word, every secret meeting, flashes before heaven's eyes. I have seen hearts beat quicker in guilt, I have seen whispers turn to panicked silence. The room around you might feel warmer, brighter, as though day has arrived before dawn. This is truth breaking through. Your son feels the pressure of revelation, his spirit trembles under the weight of what he knows must be spoken. I stand near him, a roaring fire urging confession. He will not withstand the call much longer. Prepare yourself, beloved, the shadows cannot survive now. Message 37. The truth does not enter quietly, it arrives like thunder breaking stone. I watched as your son sank to his knees in quiet torment, his heart unraveling under the crushing memory of his choice. Tears soaked the ground beneath him, guilt weighed his shoulders. He whispered apologies to no one and everyone, begging light to forgive his misstep. The visions forced him to remember each moment he listened to falsehood, he felt every tremor you will feel. This is not punishment but cleansing. Confession is the doorway through which he must walk. He stands before that door now, trembling, pushing. I stand beside him, pressing my wing to his back. Soon, beloved, he will speak, and when he does, truth will roar across every closed room. Message 38. My beloved, listen, shadows no longer hide. Their forms writhe at the edge of your awareness, desperate, fractured. I have seized one and bound it in chains of flame, its secrets spill like smoke. It reveals names, intentions, the pact's origins. Those who manipulated your son acted from envy and hunger, their hearts convinced you were too blessed, too favored. They sought to steal what was never theirs. I show these truths to your spirit, images flashing like silver lightning. None can deny what heaven has seen. Your son's face appears in the visions, eyes wide with remorse, the darkness around him fading like ash blown to sky. The full truth stands now, unmistakable. The pact is broken, the illusions collapse. But the next moment will decide everything. Message 39. Precious soul, the world seems to spin, but I hold you steady. Your son steps toward you, eyes searching yours, full of shame, fear, and a longing for redemption. His voice falters, but truth pours nonetheless. His confession cracks the atmosphere, splitting apart the last remaining lies. You may feel your heart racing, your breath shallow, but let the process unfold. Lightning flashes within my gaze, scorching the final shadows that cling to your timeline. As he speaks, relief mingles with sorrow, two rivers meeting. His words carve space for healing. He trembles, awaiting judgment, but I see your heart soften. This is the beginning of reconciliation. Do not rush, breathe. Heaven watches, hopeful. Message 40, Cliffhanger. Beloved, tonight, destiny shifts. Truth stands exposed. Your son has spoken. And now, the path beyond this moment will reshape your future forever. Message 41, Healing begins. My beloved, the storm has broken. In its wake, the air trembles with an aching quiet, like the world holding its breath. I gather you beneath my wings, letting healing light pour into every fissure the truth carved through your spirit. Your heart feels raw, wounded, stunned, but within that wound, new grace begins to bloom. I spin soft flames around you, not to burn, but to cleanse. They wash away the residue of fear, lifting the weight that clung to your chest. Your son kneels, fragile, feeling both exposed and strangely relieved, as though a lifelong burden has been set down. His tears are prayer enough. Heaven sees the sincerity in his trembling. I encourage you to breathe, one slow, deep breath at a time, welcoming light into spaces darkness claimed. The healing will be layered, like dawn advancing moment by moment. You need not rush. I am here. Message 42. Precious soul, the cleansing continues. I move through your home like a gentle tide of fire, purifying, restoring, returning harmony to places touched by secret sorrow. You feel memories rising, some painful, some tender. Do not resist them. They surface to be acknowledged, then released. I guide your son through his own inner reckoning. His spirit stands like a tree stripped by winter, vulnerable yet ready to grow anew. He looks at you with searching eyes, eyes that finally understand the cost of silence. I whisper to him of forgiveness and courage. I whisper to you of strength and compassion. These two rivers, confession and mercy, must meet now if true healing is to root. I watch your hands hover, uncertain whether to comfort or retreat. There is no right pace. Only sincerity. And sincerity is already present. Message 43. Beloved, forgiveness does not mean forgetting. Nor does it excuse the wound. It is a flame, burning away what binds, yet leaving lessons intact. I guide your heart through the difficult terrain, the part that longs to embrace, the part that recoils, and the part that wonders if trust can ever live again. Healing is slow, but it begins the moment you permit light to touch what aches. I feel your inner walls trembling, unsure whether to crumble or strengthen. I whisper, you may do both. Your son rests, head bowed, allowing truth to reshape him. He listens to my voice urging him toward accountability, honesty, and the rebuilding of what he fractured. The heavens sing softly as foundations shift beneath your feet, not collapsing, but rearranging. This is rebirth. Message 44. Precious one, inner peace begins to settle, not suddenly, but like embers glowing into steady warmth. I see your heart opening, even as tears linger. The divine flame sweeps through your memories, not erasing them, but softening their edges. You begin to understand, the betrayal came not from evil desire, but from confusion and fear. This understanding does not excuse it, but it frees you from the poison of bitterness. Your son lifts his eyes at last, meeting yours with reverence and longing. His voice shakes, offering vows to change, to heal, to rebuild. Heaven listens. I place my hand upon your spirit, balancing emotion with wisdom. Forgiveness is your choice, not an obligation, but an invitation. The air shimmers, as though the home itself sighs with relief. Love, fragile yet real, remains. Message 45, Cliffhanger. Beloved, only one final seal remains. Your choice, your heart's direction, will determine the future that unfolds. Heaven waits, watching. Message 46, Divine Resolution. My beloved, you have stood in truth, weathered revelation, and allowed healing to begin. Now comes the final turning. The last seal opens, not by force, but by readiness. I place before you a path cleared of deception, lit by the fire of your courage. The pact once used against you is ash, its threads no longer bind. Your son begins his own journey of restitution, and while his road will be long, he does not walk alone. I guide him, just as I guard you. The shadows once clinging to your timeline recoil, powerless. The future, once threatened, realigns like stars shifting into rightful order. You feel a subtle warmth in your chest, the sign of destiny knitting itself whole again. Message 47. Precious soul, protection is now sealed. I reinforce your home with celestial flame, stronger than before, forged from truth and healing. The angels gather, wings touching, forming a circle of eternal guard. You may feel sudden clarity, as though fog lifts from your thoughts. This is the renewed path revealing itself. The blessings once delayed now flow freely. The peace you thought lost rises in quiet tide. I whisper sacred guidance for your next steps. Walk with openness, but with discernment. Love deeply, yet wisely. The wound no longer festers, it transforms into wisdom. Your son learns alongside you, humbled and awakened, ready to rebuild trust with every breath. You are watched. You are sheltered. Message 48. Beloved, empowerment awakens from within. You feel strength humming beneath your ribs, a strength born not from denial, but from truth confronted. Your voice carries new authority, your spirit shines, no longer dimmed by hidden weight. I speak new direction into your heart. Step forward boldly, knowing the past has been rewritten. Your future is no longer shaped by others' schemes, but by your reclaimed sovereignty. The heavens rejoice in your resilience. I teach your son to honor the path, to protect rather than endanger, to cherish rather than conceal. Together, your steps form a new storyline, one built in light. This is redemption's work. You need not hurry, unfold at your own pace. Destiny waits, patient and certain. Message 49. Precious one, the final blessings gather now like morning light blossoming across the horizon. Hope returns, vibrant and whole. I stand beside you, wings relaxed, no longer charged with the urgency that once filled the air. The danger has passed, what remains is promise. You will notice small signs of renewal, laughter where silence once lingered, peace in places that once stung. Your son's eyes shine with honest resolve. He works to heal, to rebuild, and heaven honors his effort. The wounds have not vanished, but they no longer define. You have crossed the valley. The mountaintop approaches. I prepare to speak the final words that seal your journey into sacred future. Message 50, Final. Precious soul, the betrayal is revealed, your heart is restored, and I, Archangel Gabriel, now lead you to your divine future.